A jury convicted Donald Trump's company, the Trump Organization, on all counts in its criminal tax fraud trial. Now, this case is a bit unusual because it stems from allegations that top executives working under Donald Trump, they concocted a scheme to evade taxes on their own personal income taxes. They were receiving perks from the company, apartments in New York City, luxury cars, other expenses being picked up by the Trump Organization, and for more than a decade, prosecutors alleged and a jury found that those executives were cheating on their taxes and that they were doing so while what is called being high managerial agents of the Trump Organization. Essentially, they were representing the company while they were doing this scheme. Now, the question is, why wasn't Trump charged? And legal experts will say it's one thing to make an allegation in court in a case like this against the company, and it's completely different to bring an indictment against somebody, an individual, and certainly when that individual is a former president. No former president in this country has ever been charged with a crime. So today we heard the guilty verdict for the Trump Organization. Next up will be sentencing. That's going to be January 13th. But this is a company. This isn't a person. So nobody's going to jail. Nobody's going to prison. At the most, the Trump Organization will face a $1.6 million fine. Now, of course, there may be some other ramifications. Banks might not want to work with them. People making deals might think twice. But as far as the company is concerned, this is an unjust verdict. They want to appeal, and they say that what the jury found today, they disagree with this verdict. To be clear, Donald Trump was not on trial here. Donald Trump is not guilty of anything. He was not charged with any crimes. This case involved his company, specifically two entities that he owns, Trump Corporation and Trump Payroll Corporation. Donald Trump's name came up numerous times at the trial, but for practical purposes, he was not on trial. He's a free man. And the reason for that is that he was never charged in the indictment. Only one company executive was charged. That's Alan Weisselberg, who was a key witness for the prosecution and who has also pleaded guilty. Prosecutors say that the investigation involving Trump himself is ongoing and that no decision has been made as far as charging him goes. The District Attorney's Office here in Manhattan has signaled that it is beefing up its investigation of Trump. Just this week, they hired a prosecutor to lead the investigation who formerly dealt with Trump-related probes at the New York Attorney General's office.
Any comment on the verdict? No?
No comment.
Pop the trunk for me, big guy. Trunk.